All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here for the customer panel, How Adopters, Innovators, and Champions Are Shaping the Future of AI-Powered Commerce. Now, we know that everyone is at a different place of AI maturity, which is exactly why we wanted to put this panel together, to showcase different folks at different stages of AI adoption so that they can share their challenges, what they've learned, and how they've grown. We have representatives from 3 different Akeneo customers, so Bata, Numatic, and tectake, who are all global companies who have been testing with and working with AI in unique and different ways. So with that, please welcome to the stage our 3 customer panelists, along with Akeneo's VP of Sales for Northern Europe, Justin Thomas.
Fantastic. Well, welcome everyone to Akeneo Unlock 2026, the digital version. We really appreciate everyone dialing in, and we're going to have a very exciting session over the next 24 minutes or so. My name is Justin Thomas. I'm the VP for EMEA North, and today I will be introducing my speakers, which are some fantastic customers of Akeneo. I'll be talking a little bit about the theme in a minute or so, and then we'll go through what's sure to be a really interesting roundtable session around a topic that's on everyone's lips and has been so for a while now, which is around AI. So the theme for this session is the Great Restack. Welcome to the new age of commerce. What conversation are you having nowadays that doesn't include AI? AI has upended the way we create, manage, and deliver product experiences, and has transformed the way that we work, sell, and also conduct business together with our customers. At Unlock last year, if you attended, you would have heard us talking about how we brace for the new AI wave. You would have seen our CEO on stage with his life jacket and his surfboard saying, you know, what do we do when the wave comes? And we believe you should be riding the wave. This wave is upon us. It's real, it's fast, and it's exciting, and we want to talk today about why product data matters. Now that the wave is here, what we're going to talk about today is what comes next. How can you modernize your architecture? How can you centralize your product data? And how can you adapt your tech stack to support this AI-powered commerce, which again is on everyone's lips? Today in this session, we'll discover what an AI-ready architecture looks like, hearing from our panels. You'll also understand why systems of record are moving back to the center, and we'll also look how to build a foundation for the next generation of intelligent commerce. I'm joined here by 3 of our speakers. They'll introduce themselves in a minute, but we are joined by our champion, who's Gabrielle from Bata. We'll then hear as well from our innovator, which is Yevgenia from tectake, and we'll also be hearing from our adopter, Andy from Numatic. So with that, I'd like to just ask each speaker to just spend a minute introducing themselves really quickly, if that's okay. If you can just give me, just recap your name, your role, your company, or what do you sell, and also maybe if there's a little bit of an interesting fun fact for the audience, it would be great. I'm going to firstly hand over to you, Gabrielle, from Bata.
Thank you, Justin. Everyone, I'm Gabriele Nalon. I'm working as a digital product manager in Bata Group. Bata is a very particular company because it's one of the oldest and largest shoe companies in the world. We are making shoes, very comfortable and good shoes since 1894. So I can say that it's a very old company.
Excellent. And a little bit of a fun fact for me, at least from my side, is I am originally from South Africa. The shoes in South Africa are Bata Toughies, and these are the shoes that Gabrielle's organizations made. So I was born and bred on your fantastic shoes. So great to have you as a customer. With that, I will then hand over to Yevgenia from tectake.
So hello everyone, I am Yevgenia Rokita. I'm working in tectake since 2023. Tectake is an e-commerce online shop. We are selling furniture, for example, for your garden or home and living. And we are presented in 15 different European countries. And we're not only seller, we are also manufacturer. And I'm working as a product owner for our PIM and dump system. And if you're interested in furniture, so we are the right online shop for you.
Fantastic. And a bit of a fun fact from our side is I recently, about 6 months ago, bought some outdoor storage, and I actually, for the first time, used AI to try and find the right outdoor storage for my garden. So it'll be really interesting to hear your aspects of how your products now need to be more visible when people like me, which I wouldn't think I'm normally an early adopter, but I adopted this quite early, use AI and AI commerce
Yes.
to find our products. And lastly, we'd like to do a quick introduction to Andy from Numatic.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm Andy Teague. I'm the Product Information Manager at Numatic International, where we design and manufacture professional cleaning equipment and solutions. Our most famous product is Henry, the vacuum cleaner, who's actually celebrating his 45th birthday this year and is the UK's best loved vacuum. We make 2 every minute right here in Chard in the southwest of England. But we also have a huge portfolio of commercial cleaning equipment as well, and we sell all of our products globally. My role specifically focuses on ensuring the quality, structure and accessibility of all of our product information.
Fantastic. And is there a stat around the number of Henrys that are still in circulation based on their board? Because I always, when I think of a Henry, I'm like, I'm sure that Henry's been around for absolutely ages. That thing's got to be rock solid. That thing's built to last.
So I think the current quote on our Henry packaging is over 15 million made and most still in use.
Fantastic. Well, I definitely see Henrys, and mostly during the week when I'm around and about, I see Henrys everywhere. So great to have you on the call as well. So we're going to go through three questions, given the time that we've got. So the first question I'm going to ask, if it's okay, I'm going to, because you were last introducing, I'm going to pick on you, Andy, if that's okay. What we see is AI maturity varies by organization. Where would you say Numatic, your company, is today on the AI journey? And what was the first AI use case that actually delivered real value for your team?
Okay, so if I'm honest, I'd say we're still fairly early in our AI journey. You definitely see day-to-day little pockets of adopting popping up. People are using AI for things like drafting emails, to tidy up content, to summarize notes, etc. Every now and then you'll get a message that looks incredibly polished, and you can't sort of ignore the fact that that must have been AI that's helped to create that. So there's lots of AI bits and pieces happening. For me specifically, the first thing that I did, which really kind of harnessed AI and gave me personally value, and also my team, we'd exported a large amount of marketing copy from a website into a spreadsheet, and it was something like 500 rows, 20 columns of various different marketing copy of lots and lots of different products. And what it had done, it exported as pure HTML code. But what I needed that to be clean. I needed it to be clean text that I could use to then share. So I literally put it through AI and I asked it to return the plain text, and literally it came back within seconds. It was clean, it was structured, and it was ready to use. And I think for me, that was the point at which I started to look at the potential of AI helping me to be able to do things rather than just the kind of little bits and pieces of experimentation that I've done before.
Excellent. Fantastic. And why did you start there, and how has your journey been when it comes to using AI in the context of Akeneo and managing your product data, product information?
Okay, so why did I start there? It's to be honest, it wasn't a kind of plan. There was no plan behind it. What I had was a spreadsheet full of data, and I knew that I needed to clean it. And I was looking at potentially a good few days worth of manual work, and it was purely a timing thing. I had a conversation with a colleague who had already started using AI a lot more in their kind of day-to-day stuff, and they said to me, "Why don't you try this?" Yeah. So that was literally it. It was more a case of kind of the timing and the curiosity aligning at the right time for me to then go, yeah, this is it. This is the time to start. In terms of Akeneo, we're still very much at the beginning of the journey with using the AI. Where we are at the moment is because obviously we supply our products to many different countries, so we're looking at our kind of marketing copy in the sense of the different languages across locales. And what I want to be able to do is to contextually translate marketing copy into languages, so then our teams in other countries don't have the kind of manual task. All they need to then do is go in and check for context and make any corrections where sort of necessary.
Fantastic. So I imagine that you've got now the benefit of not only doing a lot of translation into the multiple languages, but now the teams who are working on the system can go in context of looking at the products, understanding what the descriptions are, and then either validating it or making sure that it's correct, and then you don't need to go ahead and have the cost of the external systems or even the time of managing this data in multiple systems.
Absolutely, and as you say, it's all in one place. So rather than needing to copy and paste data or text out into third party and then back in again, it's a lot smoother, a lot cleaner, and obviously a lot more time efficient.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for that. And I'm going to jump over to you, Gabriella, if that's okay. So same question to you. Where would you say your company is, Bata, is on the AI journey, and what was the first use case that actually delivered value for yourself or for your team when it comes to managing your product data?
I was directly on my area because we started very early on the e-commerce to adopt the AI through Akeneo. In fact, we launched the first POC on end of 2024.
Wow. Okay.
We started with simple prompt to generate a product description. And at the end of Q1 of 2025, we create multiple agents that are generating product content for our e-commerces in different languages, but are also translating from one language to the other. Step by step, during 2025, we also created the agent for generating SEO meta tag.
Okay.
And I'm speaking about agent and not just prompt, because we have a single prompt that are connected to workflow in Akeneo and are generating or translating or doing other action directly on the product attribute that we have in Akeneo and we are using for our e-commerces. The reason why we started from the e-commerce is very simple, because we found ourselves in the situation that we have to create more efficiency. We have to reduce the effort that our business colleagues are spending on doing repetitive activities. But also, on the other hand, we have to reduce the cost on translating or generating thousands of product attributes. Akeneo on this was a partner because we already had it on our stack, technological stack. We already use it for distributing product information on the e-commerces. So having the feature of the Gen AI directly in Akeneo, it was a killer application for us.
Fantastic. And so summarizing there, it sounds like you've got three areas that you've received benefit from using a combination of AI and Akeneo. The first thing is around translations, similar to the use case that Andy is experiencing. The second one is creating new attributes as well. So I imagine having more complete product data and having more complete attributes, it probably makes it easier for you to be able to sell or find your products. And then the last one you mentioned, which is SEO. So the ability then to create these the SEO data, which then makes it a lot easier for your products to be discovered. And then overarching all of that is like the time and cost savings as well, by having it all, I imagine, in one place.
Yeah, correct. In fact, what we did basically was connect different information that we are receiving from different systems, from different sources, all together. I use this information to create content that has a value for SEO, but also already good for the future agent that are looking at our e-commerces and indexing the content.
Excellent. So now it sounds like, which is what's going to get into, you're not only making sure that your SEO data is accurate and complete so it can be found. But now you're thinking about GEO as well, which is the generative engine optimization. If someone goes like a ChatGPT or a Gemini and says, you know, this is my son or my daughter is going to school, for example, they need a great pair of shoes which are comfortable as well as being cost effective, affordable and durable, your products should then start to become available so that people can find your fantastic shoes.
Correct, but also we have to remember that we are doing that for our consumer at the end, because based on the data, they can find better the product online, but also they are directly receiving the right information in the moment in which they are looking for a product, they are choosing a product on our e-commerces.
Perfect. And I also mentioned to you, I will be on my next trip to South Africa going and buying a pair of your shoes, because I'm looking forward to getting some of your comfortable shoes. I'll pivot over to Eugenia, and same question to you. Just remind of the question: where would you say tectake is on with regards to the AI journey, and what was for you your first use case that delivered real value for the team around managing your product data?
Yeah, we at tectake understood very early how important AI could be for our daily work. So our journey started at the end of 2023 with the B app. The B app you also can find in the Akeneo App Store. We started with the text translation and the text generation for our products. So we have 10,000 products, and imagine someone want to add a new logo to the shop. And you have to translate all the content that you have of the 10,000 products. And with the B app, it was possible during one day to have all the translations. That was our first use case with the B app.
Fantastic. And is there a reason why you started with that app, out of interest sake? Is that like the best area, the highest pain that you had? Translation seems to be a common theme. Did you get the most value out of it?
Yeah, because it was implemented to Akeneo, so we could use it directly in Akeneo, and it was a partner of Akeneo that was really important for us to have the connection between Akeneo and the app, and it was also using ChatGPT, and it was also important for us to know they will also extend the app with new AIs. So for now, it's for example also possible to use Claude, and yeah, that's why we choose for the first time the B app. But now we're using some different workflows and also AI agents for our text generation, for our translation, for our image generation, and also for our project management workflows. So they're all going automatically. If someone closes a task, then it creates a new task with the agents. So we're using a lot of AI.
Fantastic. So it sounds like you've had this evolution from starting with like an external app using translations. Again, really interesting that most people started in the same place, but now you've evolved a lot more to some of the more sophisticated use cases around creating content, as well as working together with images and, like you said, agents, and working together with workflow. And I imagine that's got some significant productivity gains. Tectake business. Thank you very much. I'm going to jump on to the next question, and I'm going to start again with you, Andy, if that's okay. Everyone else has you've had the longest breather. Quick question. A lot of people ask us, like, what resistance or challenges did you come across, if any, when introducing AI within your organization? And where do you
Yeah. So I think the biggest challenge, and it's the same challenge with anything technological, it's the human reaction to change. There's always a resistance to change. Whatever that change is, there is always a human resistance. And if you think back, for those of us old enough to remember when computers first started really coming into the workplace, where the work was kind of entirely manual before that, it wasn't a smooth transition, and it wasn't universally welcomed by all. I think if you go even further back to when steam engines started to replace horses, you'd find a similar reception. But you also need to look at what a huge positive impact that obviously those changes have had on the world. What is so much different with AI is the speed. AI is the fastest technological shift that any of us have experienced. And I think because the infrastructure is in place. Most people have AI in their pockets all the time, on their phones, laptops, desktops, everything has got integrated AI now. So it's just there, and the tools that we need to be able to use AI is already everywhere. So the speed of the uptake of AI is obviously a lot quicker. And people worry. People worry, are they going to be replaced by AI? Is it going to replace what they do? Can they trust it? Where's the data going? And I think that last one is really important. It's the biggest of all. The biggest concern that I hear is about data security. Where are the boundaries between what should and shouldn't be shared, and where is it going, etc. So I think a big part of the journey is the reframing of the way that people see AI. So it's not a threat, it's a tool, and it's there to help us do things better, it's there to help us do things faster, it's there to help us be more effective. And it's not to replace the value of us as humans, but it's there to bring more out value as humans.
I heard this, thank you for that, Andy. I heard this interesting observation is that, and I can't remember, I just don't know where it came from. Someone said, we're not going to be replaced by AI, you might be replaced by a human using AI. So he said, this is basically a tool, and you're taking advantage of the tool and using it in your day-to-day business where it delivers real value is where it's going to be made. Over to you, Gabrielle. So for your organization, you also started your journey a little bit earlier. What challenges did you come into when introducing AI internally, if any?
I experienced the same because always the point is on the people that are start using AI, because there's, I think, a natural hesitation on trusting on what the AI can do, what the AI can provide as a benefit for the business. Yeah. Think of the people that are doing manually a repetitive task, and the day after they are starting using AI, they haven't touched anything, and they totally trust on what the AI is doing.
Yeah,
it's they have to start thinking that the AI is a colleague that can support and do faster the simple activity, simple task. AI is not there for replacing people; it's there for helping people to work better and work faster. And to avoid this, but also to limit that problem, when we started to implement Akeneo, what we did was basically to work on the information, work on creating a trust on AI, but also to improve the knowledge of the AI on the people that are going to work in pair with the AI itself. We involve the people in the project from the early stage. We build step by step the prompt, the agent with them, and they become the first strong advocate of the solution. Now they are coming to me to asking for a new feature, for implementing the AI on a new stream. So I think that was the best thing to do, the best step to do for introducing the AI on our company.
Thank you. And Eugenia, we've got a couple of minutes left. Your perspective, time flies when you're having fun, as I like to say. Did you have any resistance or challenges when it comes to introducing AI? And maybe one piece of advice you could give us when starting the journey?
Yeah, we absolutely made the same experiences like Andy and Gabrielle. And the most challenge was really trust, because it's a new tool. And it's really important to combine AI with the experts and to make clear that AI is not stealing their jobs. AI supported them. And our colleagues always look through the prompts. And if something is, maybe sometimes, of course, AI make also mistakes like a human. Everyone is making mistakes. And if, for example, if the translation is wrong or incorrect or something is missing, they coming to us, to me or my colleagues who's always working with AI, and say, hey, can you please update the prompt? Can you please make this or that it works better? So they are always in this process with AI. And now of course, they're trusting more AI, and the outcome is much better because we're all working together.
Fantastic. Well, thank you everyone for your time. I can't believe that 24 minutes has whizzed past. Just a real quick summary. It sounds like everyone, from our champion to our innovator to our adapter, everyone's getting value out of AI. What is interesting is that almost everyone started roughly at the same place, but then have taken different journeys to where they get to be. A lot of it is around time savings, productivity, the ability to react quicker, reducing these manual tasks. But some of the key takeaways is it's not a threat. Make sure that you involve the experts in the solution. Gabrielle, you were saying make sure you involve the team members as well. Show them that this is something that can evolve over time. And I'm looking forward to speaking to you maybe next year at Unlock and talking a little bit about how your AI journeys have evolved even further. So everyone, enjoy the rest of Unlock. Thank you very much for joining us, and look forward to seeing you in person over the coming weeks. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Thank you so much to Justin and to all of our panelists. I know it can be difficult to try and fit so much information in a short amount of time, but you all did a wonderful job. So thank you. Our next session is a really exciting one. We'll be joined by Akeneo's Chief Product Officer, Andy Tyra, as he gives you all just a little glimpse into some of the innovations we're working on here at Akeneo. We'll see you there.